Welcome, back to Tanya. We are one day delayed. We're going to be doing 2 days today. Today being Monday, the 15th of Adar Sheni, which is Shushan Purim. We're going to cover. We're going to be covering yesterday, Sunday, and today. Okay, yesterday, Sunday, the 14th of Adar Sheni, and today. Let's jump right in. What we're talking about is that when you involve yourself in a mitzvah, which is the will of Hashem and the wisdom of Hashem, and the light of Hashem is one with the will of Hashem and the wisdom of Hashem. And when you when you do a mitzvah, you schlep your body and animal soul into that mitzvah, and it suffuses your body and animal soul with the light of Hashem. So let's just continue with Sunday's portion. This, and furthermore, that the power of the vitalizing soul, habit laveshet beotit adibor betalmud Torah or tefillah kiyutz behem or mitzvos masiot harikol gedulo v'chayuto mehadam shehu beklipas noga mamash shehin kol oichid umashkin she'achal v'shata v'nase dam שהיו תכס ממשלתה ויענקו חיותם ממנו ויעתיהי מתהפכת מהרה לטוב ונכללת בקדושה. על ידי כוח הדבש החיודית היגדל ממנה שנית לבש באותת אלו או בעשייה זו אשר הן פנימוס רצון יסבורך בלי שום חסד פנים. Let's go back. It's the koyach nefesh hachayodik, that the power of the vitalizing soul, hamit laveshet be'otet adibor, which gets dressed up in the letters of speech, with Talmud Torah or tefillah or davening, ve'kiyotze behem, or things like that, or mitzvahs masyot, or it gets dressed up in mitzvahs. The power of the vitalizing soul, getting dressed up in these things. Alright, kol gedulo v'chayuso. The whole growth of the vitalizing soul in its life, Hadam, is from the blood. So the soul is its growth in life is from the blood. Shuma klipas noga mamash, and the blood is from klipas noga, the other side, right? Not the side of kedusha. Shehain. What is this thing that is from the other side? Shehain kol orchlin mashkin. These are all the food and drinks, sha'achol, that you ate, v'shata, you drank, v'nasedam, it became blood. These are from klipas noga. Shayu tachas memshalta v'yanku chayuta v'menu. These were under the dominion of the klipas noga and drew their vitality from it. So all these foods and drinks that the person ate, which gave life to his animal soul, the food and drinks, they were under the dominion of the klipas noga. And now it becomes transformed from evil to good, and it gets included in kedusha. Through the power of the vitalizing soul, which grew from it. And it gets dressed up in these words of Torah tefillah, these holy words, or by siyazu, or this holy mitzvah. Asher hein panimus ratzoni yisbarach. These mitzvahs that you're doing, or Torah and tefillah, these are the panimus ratzoni yisbarach, the inner will of the God, blessed be He. Beli shum hester panim, without any concealment of the countenance. V'chayuta nichlal. And their vitality, I suppose, the vitality involved in performing the mitzvot, the chayutan, and their vitality, the vitality expended in performing the mitzvot, nichlal, becomes included, gamkein or in sof, also in the infinite light, baruch hu, blessed be He, shehu ratzono yisbarach. Their vitality involved with doing the mitzvahs is included in the infinite light. Blessed be He, Shehu Ratzoni Yisbarach. That infinite light is the will, His will. The infinite light is His will, which is the mitzvah. Ubachayutan niklal v'oila gam kein koyach nefesh achiyonit. And with their vitality, the energy of the animal soul, nichlal v'oile, is included and goes up. Gamkein, also koyach nefesh chayonit, also the power of the vitalizing soul. And through this, ta'ale gamkein klolos klipas noga, and through this goes up the general klipas noga. The general klipas noga, shehi klolos achayos shel olam hazeh gashmi v'chumri, which is the general vitality of this world, this physical coarse world. So basically what the other Rebbe is doing, he's backing it up, and he's saying how when you do a mitzvah, you're schlepping in your body and animal soul, and that animal soul got its life from the blood, and the blood was nourished via the foods and drinks that you ate. And so we see what's happening is that by extension, going backwards, you're bringing in everything, or the whole klipas noga, the elements of the world, which are not prohibited, but they're also not kedusha. They're it's called the shiny klipa, the shell, which is raise upable. All of it gets sort of ascends into the world of kedusha when you do mitzvot. Now this thought continues right into tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tanya, which is today, meaning the 15th of Adar Sheni. Today's Tanya. That was yesterday. Now continuing today, and we say, so continuing the thought. It's like in the middle of a sentence, we said, so you're bringing the entire klipas noga of the whole world, the vitality of this physical and corporal world goes up as well. When does it go up? When kasher, when kolon neshama v'nefesh lokisha b'chol Yisrael, when the entire soul and godly soul that is in Israel, the entire Jewish people, Hamid Chaleket B'Patratiot Lishishim Rabot, which is divided into 613 offshoots. Tekayem Kol Nefesh Pratit Kol Tarek Mitzvot Torah will fulfill each individual soul all the 613 mitzvahs of the Torah. So when the entire soul of the Jewish people, which is divided into 613 parts, general souls, will fulfill each individual soul thereof, every single one of the Jewish people, 613 mitzvahs of the Torah. And i.e., what does that mean? How is that break out? When the Jewish people will refrain from the shasa lotase, the 365 prohibitions, to restrain the 365 blood vessels of the animal soul in the body, the prohibitions stop the yid from utilizing his gedim, his blood vessels, so that they don't do sins. What happens? That the Jewish people do not nourish and receive life from the Avera, from doing something wrong. Because if your person does an Avera, so then it would be nourishing from the completely impure side, which is exactly the opposite of Kedusha, which is the wrong thing, which is the wrong side of the life. We don't want to nourish from the Shlosh Klipas Tameas, that's impure. That's why we don't do those things. By not doing those things, we do not nourish from that bad side. Shemehem and Nishabatim Shesag Lo Ta'aseh, from this, from the completely unclean klipa, the impure side, come out the 365 lotase, not to do's, the deraisa of the Torah, van vehen, and the offshoots shehem the rabbanim, from the rabbis, the rabbis' laws as well. So that the Jewish people don't go there, don't do those things to not draw down that bad side. Lo tuchal nefesh hachayonish la'alot el Hashem im nitba b'tuma ha'shalosh klipos tameas. Lo tuchal nefesh hachayoni la'alot, the nefesh hachayoni is the animal soul, the vitalizing soul of the Jew, cannot go up to Hashem with his impurity in the tuma of the shalosh klipos tameas. Shein lehen aliyas le'olam, because that side, these klipos can never go up. These things, these activities, say prohibited murder, prohibited adultery, prohibited food, prohibited any of the 365 not to do's, these actions cannot ascend. They just not go up. But they must be nullified and utterly destroyed. Like it says, that the spirit of it, I will banish the spirit of impurity from the earth. Okay. Rabbi Weinberg's note, similarly, anything which derives its vitality from them, the klipa side, from the prohibited side, can never ascend to Kedusha. Therefore, only the observance of all the 365 prohibitions, that you don't do them, allows the vital soul to go up without any part held back due to these impure klipas. And continuing, what about the positive side? And also the Ramak Mitzvahs Aseh, the 248 positive commands, La'amshich, to draw down, Ornan Suf Baruch Hu, the infinite light, blessed be He, Lamata below, to draw down the light below, La'alot lo, Lakasher, La'yachid, the boy clothes, the Nefesh HaChayonos, Shebaraka, Avira Guf, to raise up to Him, and to bind and to unite in Him the general vitalizing soul that is in the 248 limbs of the body, which would correspond to the 248 positive commandments, Yichud Gamor, with a complete and entire unity, to be completely one with Hashem. So that's the accomplishment of the positive side. If it's not hinged, we don't do the bad things. So now the body is free to unite with Hashem through the positive side, the 248 positive commandments. Like it goes up, like it has gone up in His will. Blessed be He. To make for Himself a dwelling place in this world. Lo lemerkava kamoha avos. They become a chariot for Hashem, as were the patriarchs. What is the haim? Let's read the note over here. So, like it went up in Hashem's will. To make for Him a dwelling down here, behaim lo lemerkava, and they are for Him a merkava, like the avos. So great is this unity that they, the limbs of the body, with the vitality of the animal soul invested in them, become a chariot for Hashem, like the patriarchs were a chariot for Hashem, whose every limb was in total submission to the divine will, wherefore they are designated as God's chariots, and so will every Yid become a chariot by performing the mitzvot. And that is today's and yesterday's Tanya. Happy Shushan Purim. May we all be detached from the shasa mitzvahs lo saseh, to not get dragged down, and be attached to the 248 ramach mitzvahs aseh, to be united with Hashem, all of us together, causing the Gula Shlema. May that occur right now.